Let's get it done. Hey ho everybody. Welcome back to Wednesday night. Here with me, Widget33, Widget, Dandy B, whatever it is you like to call me. Coming back tonight again after a great Sunday night meal. Our chicken and biscuits was phenomenal. Really happy with how the biscuits turned out. Got some technique now, so I'm gonna try and include those a little bit more often in my normal repertoire, I guess. Kind of really work on the dough, but I'm excited about that. They turned out really, really good. They seemed to be a crowd pleaser in our house, so that's how I take it as take stock of things for that. How you guys doing tonight? Can't talk today. It's been one of those days. How is everybody doing tonight? Hope you're doing okay. We are we're gonna be doing something that I have never done. Turn yourself up a little bit, or the music down a little, okay? So, what about now? Is that a little bit better? Am I a little bit louder than the music now? Maybe I should turn it down just a little anyway. Okay. How are we looking there now? Good? Okay, cool. Yeah, I know it's going to be a little different. I've put on a little New Orleans Jazz Festival here, rather than our traditional lo-fi stuff, just to kind of spice it up a little bit, if you will. We are going to be doing red beans and rice tonight, but I am doing the vegetarian style to follow along some things that I like. So today is Ash Wednesday. I'm not Catholic. I don't follow through the whole rigmarole of that, but I like the idea of Lent. I like the idea of a small self-sacrifice to yourself, basically, to try and go without. So for me personally, I've given up the adult beverages for the next 40 days or whatever it is until Good Friday. Other than if I'm cooking with wine, I will have it in whatever it's cooked in, but I won't be drinking a glass of it afterwards. It's just been a little too easy with the lockdown and stuff, and just don't want to show myself that I'm the one in charge, if you will. So it is a little different, but today is Ash Wednesday. Typically, it is a meatless dish. Usually on Fridays as well. They go to like Fish Fridays or Meatless Fridays. So this week we're going to do the red beans and rice, a vegetarian style, without any of the sausage or ham. We're also on Sunday going to do 3 different styles of tofu. So it's going to be an entire meatless week here in the kitchen, which is something a little different. I wanted to mix it up a little bit, you know? We had done some good beef stuff from our beef stroganoff, which turned out our sunset stroganoff as we renamed it. Yeah, that was great. We've had some awesome chicken. I don't think I've done much pork yet. I don't think I've done any pork yet. I'm gonna have to look into that. That might be next. To see, these are the things I'm trying to keep track of what I have been cooking. I've got a big old spreadsheet so I can look at it and like, okay, I've done this recipe, I've done this, trying to switch it up so that we don't get tired of it. So something pork will have to be done in there, but I wanted a meatless one just to give the option as well. Because unfortunately, like I said in my post, Arby's, sadly, it's not always about the meats. There is other stuff out there, and some good stuff out there as well. But red beans and rice is, it reminds me of Ash Wednesday. Is the day before that was Fat Tuesday. So I got to spend Fat Tuesday virtually with a buddy of mine, having a couple of adult beverages before we went into the Lent season, if you will. So it was good, and it reminded me of going to New Orleans and leading up to that. One of my favorite dishes that I got there was red beans and rice. I mean, the red beans had been on all day. It's just a matter of getting the beans right, and then the rice obviously was always fresh, big old grained white rice. So it helps up with a night of heavy drinking. You could fill up on a bowl of that and feel 100 times better and have the energy for the rest of the day to go tour New Orleans and the French Quarter and do all those kind of things. I am not an expert in any way or geographical mastermind for New Orleans or a professional chef. This is all home cooked stuff based on what research I do online and try and share with you guys. Just so we're clear. Right? It is nice. But I really need to get these beans going because they're going to need about an hour and a half to cook. So I need to get it picked up and get it going. I printed off the recipe. Let me go grab that. Oh, wrong one. No, wrong. There we go. There's our ingredients. Let me go grab the recipe real quick. And a real shocker, we're going to end up going with the Serious Eats because they haven't done us wrong yet. So this is their guy. It's actually in the exclamation point menu as well. We're going to be doing everything in here but the andouille sausage. Again, we're making it vegetarian, so we're not going to be doing that. The ham hock was optional anyway. If I was to do a really good one, then I would probably skip the andouille as well and put in for me the ham hock. I like the ham a little bit better than I like the andouille sausage. And then they do a pickled pork shoulder, which is, I wouldn't even know where to find or a rind of that. So they say basically I'm going to substitute that out with a little bit of apple cider vinegar to kind of give it some of that same, I guess, fermentation or pickling flavoring throughout. So at this point, let's get our stuff going. We're going to add to cook, so we're going to need to get our onion, our bell pepper, and our celery cut up. We are looking at chopped, stem finely chopped for the green pepper, large onion, chopped oh well. Hey, Lonely Pickle. How you doing tonight? Welcome back to Wednesday nights. We're just prepping up our red beans and rice to get that going. Beans are going to take about an hour, hour and a half to really cook and get down into it. Unfortunately, I was late to buying the beans, so they have not soaked. As you can see, we got dry beans. No bueno. So, luckily, we have red beans in a can here thanks to Kroger, aka Ralph's. So we're going to be substituting out this. If you wanted this would have been the better way to go, but these would need to soak overnight in some salty water, and you could go from there. I could have done like a quick soak where you put it in like an Instapot, but then I wasn't sure I was even going to have time for that. It was a quick ride home and to get stuff done to get on the stream at this point. I've been considering Instapot for life. Yeah, I mean the Instapot is great, no doubt about it. It saves so much time in the preparation for most things that would be forever long. Alright, so we need 4 ribs of celery. It says 1 green pepper, so we'll only do the 1 then. I got 2 just in case. Our onion, and we're gonna basically get these all chopped up. Let's get them into our Dutch oven, get them a little softened up, and then I think that's when our beans go in at that point. Our beans and our seasoning, our aromatics will slowly add in. We'll get our beans in and then we'll let those roll. While our beans are set, we will go through our rice prep. We're going to do a basic the Royal Basmatis. I got the big bag last time I was at Zion, it's a 10-pounder. So some big grained white fluffy rice to go with it. Hoping that comes out well. The big boy, that's right. But again, welcome into the Wednesday. Congratulations. You've made it at least halfway through the week. We're getting there. We're so close. Alright, let's do this celery first. Let's get this washed up. Definitely wash your stuff. You don't want dirt. Dirt don't hurt, but don't want it in my food. well. Music is a little... definitely giving me the Mardi Gras vibes. Makes me want a king cake, but we did king cake at the beginning of the year, actually, for the Epiphany. That's when we did our king cake, which was one of our earlier streams. That was awesome. Love king cake. I love that it's seasonal though, because it's not something you can definitely have all year round. It is a very sweet treat. It's nice that it has an ebb and a flow, and it's not always the same thing all the time. Alright, it's time for the hat, because our hair is way too long and we need a haircut. Right, that's what I feel. I feel like you can't have too much of the same good thing all the time, right? So you're just gonna kind of get worn off on it, you know? Where is our device? Ah. Somebody hung my knife up dirty. Who would do me dirty like that? Quick home. Alright. Let's get these guys done and out. A little soft, that's okay. Get them seated out. That's alright. We'll use all of those, except for that stem. Try and get as much of it used as possible. Smells delicious though. It's been a while since we've had green pepper in the house. There's another one that has shown up on the dinner request list as well, has been stuffed green peppers. I think that's another great idea. For anybody newer that doesn't know, if you do exclamation point dinner, it'll actually take you to a quick little Google form with a one question on there that asks, you know, what is one of your favorite dinners to have, whether it be a family meal or a two-person meal or whatever it might be. What is one of your favorite food meals to have? And sometimes we gather them all up. We've done a couple from the lists, and it's really cool to see some of the ideas that they have out there. Tiki Gone Wild, how you doing, sir? Dang, we're getting there. We getting there. Hope your grocery shopping was fruitful. We're just cutting up some of this green pepper now, get it chopped up and get it going. We want to get our beans in by probably 5:15. Not that we're on a schedule, but that's my best guess. So I'm going to go with probably like about an inch, maybe half-inch chop on these. I think that's going to be the trick. So half-inch cubes, if you will. It's a little more of a rough chop. It doesn't have to be quite the fine chop that we did on Sunday for the carrots and that kind of stuff. A little bit rougher is okay because they are going to break down quite well. And then we'll use our bench scraper, because that's what we bought it for, to clean up all of our stuff that we cut and not use our knife. We're getting better about that. Trying to use our skills and techniques. So even this top ring, fully usable, still tastes good. We already stemmed it, we already de-seeded it. Try and get it in the same kind of size chunks. Roll with it. Facts. Correct, sir. So what is everybody else having out there for dinner tonight? What are you guys getting into? You gonna be cooking, ordering? Anybody able to get to any of the local restaurant or anything? I know things are kind of opening up now, so it's a little more free space, if you will. Salmon and salad, nice. Red beans and rice. Oh, you're funny, Doris. Such a funny guy. We'll see though. Do you like red beans and rice? I don't remember if you ever had them like when we were in Florida or any of the trips to New Orleans. New Orleans is a fun town for sure. It's got a lot of history, good and bad. It's also got a lot of spiritual connection with the voodoos, like Marie Laveau stuff. It's a very fun, cool town. You do? Cool. Alright. I'm gonna need a big bowl for all these fixings to go into. And our bench scraper. Right. We remembered bench scraper. Oh no, I wanted this finely chopped. I'm an idiot. Okay. We gotta chop it up a little bit more. Because I can read the directions. It needs a fine chop. I think it needs much smaller pieces. Now that I'm thinking about it. And that makes sense. So we're just gonna have to work all those pieces that we cut down. Hence, being the home chef. Hey, that's the great part about cooking at home. It's not like hibachi style. I'm not cooking in front of everybody. So I'm not like making a huge mistake or dropping an egg or a shrimp or something, you know? We're doing it live. You can make the mistakes. It's not like anything was ruined either, so. Or as Strongbed says, everything is fine, nothing is ruined. So this is usually the deal breaker in our house. Green peppers don't go over well. We don't have many fans of them here, so we don't do them as much. Wicked Kitten, how are you doing? Love peppers? Same, I am right there with you on that. I love some green peppers. I know I've seen Doris snack on the bite-sized yellow and orange ones as well. Let's use our bench scraper. There we go. Alright, that's a little more finely chopped. Should have put a mat down under our cutting board. We're a little wobbly. Wobbledy wop. Orange are my personal faves with the rain. Yeah, exactly. Right there with you. We are also just putting a wet paper towel down where my cutting board was so that it helps it basically stick. Nice. But we're looking at planting some of our own peppers as well. I'm looking at some jalapenos. I know that's not how you say it, but for all of our Trailer Park Boys fans, some jalapenos out there. Possibly some Scotch bonnets. Maybes. And now I may have to look at green pepper, because now I really want to. Want to learn to make... Put it on the list. If you do !/dinner, it will take you to a quick Google form, one question, asking about one of your favorite dinners. Put that on the list. You put that on the list, it'll remind me to do it later, and I'll do it on stream. What do we do with our few bits off. Yeah. I didn't get we have a waste bin now. Yeah. That's how you do it. Alright, let's break this up into more manageable pieces, because it's just getting chopped up anyway. This music is something else. Definitely has that New Orleans vibe, though. It is it's a very musical city. I did enjoy that part of it. Pretty much anywhere you go in the city, you're hearing live music, whether it be on a corner, from a bar, at a restaurant. There's just music going on everywhere, and good music, not just the bass thuds, but actual music. Now, I did a little research and a little digging into the red beans and rice, kind of where some of its origins came from. One of the theories is that it was typically a Monday dish, where it was usually the leftover ham. The ham hock would come out, and while the men and everything were out, the wife were doing chores and stuff, so they would put the beans on the stove on a low, basically with all the stuff in it, and that ham hock, and just let it go all day long. So it just sat for like 8 hours and just stewed and stewed and stewed and just broke itself down into this. I don't know, when you see like a really, really good red beans and rice, and you just see the color it becomes, you just see how long it's been sitting, and in a good way. Like, it's not just like it's been sitting bad, like, because nobody wants it. It's just like it had to have time to simmer and stew and do its thing. It's a beautiful thing to see. And then when you get nice and full, you can waddle down to Cafe du Monde and get you some beignets. Just follow the powdered sugar trail, and all the diabetic squirrels, they'll lead you right there. Right outside Jackson Square. You see, you think it's funny, but it's not. I swear those squirrels in that square are diabetic. As they get all the leftovers from all the tourists, you can literally, like about a half a mile out from Cafe du Monde, if you've never been, on the sidewalk you can look and you can just see the sprinkled white powder slowly gaining as you get closer to Cafe du Monde. So you know that all the squirrels and all the wildlife around there have to be eating it as well. So are they just becoming diabetic at this point, or like, what is going on? What's the deal with squirrels? Yeah, that's a little better finely chopped. This is a little more. I think our green peppers probably should have been about that size, but that's okay. Live and learn. Our knife skills are getting a little better. I'm pretty happy with that, though. Our quick turnaround in 4 ribs of celery. Using our claw grip. Trying not to lose a finger today. Or any day for that matter. Fingers are important, I feel. No offense if you don't have one, though. The more you chop. Exactly. And that's what it is. It's been good practice for me. I've been... To be honest, I had like mini anxiety attack today before I got on. It's one of those things. But then I also was like, these past couple days I've recognized how pretty consistent I've been. with 2 months basically only missing one stream for myself, so I felt good about that. Had to get my couple wins in my column and mentally, to get back into the state and good to go. Alright, gonna do one onion as well. So we've got our good mix. Oh, it's gonna focus in on that, isn't it? Yeah. So we got our green pepper and our celery in that guy. And then we'll get our onion in as well. So we're gonna saute these up, get them soft. Once they're soft, we will get the aromatics in, which is our garlic. We've got a couple different spices as well. Get those all in and get it rolling. Just finished. How's it going? Going pretty well, Todius. How you doing tonight? We're just in the middle of prepping up some of this red beans and rice. We're doing vegetarian style, and we're getting there. What was for dinner tonight? I'm sure it's something good. You may not post it all the time, but I see your cooking posts, and they are pretty bomb looking. Speaking of bomb cooking ones that I've seen, wicked, those tacos looked awesome as well. First time here, doors. Awesome. Same here. Pesto mushroom ravioli. Ooh. See the raviolis? Let me give you a little. They were delicious. Nice. See, I'll drop a little bit of widget lure on you on this one. Me and raviolis, about a year ago or so, I started doing streaming again, and I was in the kitchen, and I only got a couple of streams in, and then just kind of like COVID really took over, and couldn't pull it together, but we're here now, so separate story from that. But one of those, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make raviolis. I'm gonna make the dough from hand. I got a pasta roller machine to clamp onto the counters. We had all of the stuff, and I tried and tried, and I just could not get the raviolis to stay right. And I know it wasn't a long matter of time, but it was one of those times where it got under my skin, and I felt bad. I kind of had a small meltdown on stream. That's the way it felt to me. It's been described otherwise, but I felt like I had a small breakdown for raviolis, so raviolis will have their revenge. I will have my revenge on them. That time will come in this stream. So fun fact, there you go. I'm sure yours were delicious though. Only crunchy from now on, okay. Understood. See, it depends for me, it depends on the taco. That's what drives the tortilla for me. I'm not a big ground beef one. Those are okay in the crunchy ones. I'd rather have them in that to keep all the grease and everything in. But if we do steak, I'd like to have preferably a fresh corn one. But if I don't want to travel all the way down to Salud in friggin' downtown over near the yard, I could do them at home and just do it a soft shell. That's one of the few times I like the soft shell. Yes. They gotta be fresh though. I've almost considered getting a press because they sell them. They're not bad. They're $20 for your own fresh tortilla press. And then it's just another kitchen gadget, but I kind of really want it. It'll probably win out in the long run, but I need to not buy so many kitchen gadgets. Long story short. Oh, excuse me, I've got an itchy nose. we've got our onions and stuff, celery, and green peppers. This is considered, or that they call the Holy Trinity. Is for, I guess, for that Cajun style cooking. Similar to like the French have the mirepoix, which is the carrots, onion, and celery. The Italians have some sort of setup too. I don't know what it is though. I don't have more than one shelf, and that's the problem. Because I have bins down here, and then there's some in here, and then I have a whole like 6-foot wire shelving rack in the garage that has those. So yeah, there's just a few in there. So I would go get it today, but all right, let's see what we need. We need 4 cloves of garlic. Some fresh thyme, ground black pepper, ground sage. You good, dude?
Yeah. I mean, you could go get the gadget. Just you have to go through mom.
Exactly. We're not prepared to do that at this time.
Nope.
Not prepared to go through the final boss to get new kitchen gadgets just yet. Thyme, our bay leaves. Ooh, we need some organization. That's what we need. We need some real organization. Don't look. I feel like it's. You can't see it's good. It's in a tiny corner. Feel embarrassed. We don't have ground sage. I could have swore we had ground sage. Tell me we got ground sage. I have cheese sauce. I got ground ginger. I don't got ground sage. For real? Alright, hold on. I got ground mace. I got coriander ground. I got coriander seeds. I got berberry. I got cumin and cinnamon, mustards. I got like basically everything but ground sage. Allspice, ginger, celery, cream tartar, cumin, rosemary, nutmeg, mustard. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we don't have that. Or do I? Ah, it's time again. I got so many bottles of time. Cat Stevens was full of shit. There's time in all these bottles. Dang. Alright. Oh, sorry. Yeah, my bad. When the microphone is not as great when I am turned away, it is very directional. I've considered upgrades, but again, that's another one that's only when I'm just further away. I was trying to find ground sage, and for the life of me, I could not. I really thought I had it, but I had a bunch of bottles of time. So that Cat Stevens is full of shit. There is a bunch of time in bottles. Oh, a quiet toddler. Yeah, that is definitely not a good sign. That's an instant sign of mischief and mayhem. Alright, so we got our thyme. That looks good. Our black peppers. How many bay leaves do we need? 3 bay leaves. Bay leaves are getting kind of jank. We've had them for a little while. It's alright. Has such a great smell though. Ground black peppers. We're gonna need use vegetable oil or lard. I'm going to use vegetable oil because I can. So I have an open one. Yes. Oh, that's canola. Okay. Can't use that. Gotta use the vegetable. So let's switch over so we can see our stove. Hey, there's our stove. Getting there. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, let's get this garlic out of its peel. What do I want for the garlic? Just minced. Okay, we really gotta do this. Na, 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 na. Come on, get out of there. You know what, we might use our garlic press on this one. No, okay, no, we're not going to. We're gonna use our knife skills because that's what Wednesday nights are for. We're not trying to take all the shortcuts on Wednesday. We're trying to improve and do our thing. And part of that is knife skills. And the only way you get better with a knife is to continuously use the knife. Preferably not to stabby stab people, but to cut fruits and vegetables. Meats possibly as well. Alright, let's get this minced up. Here's our ends. Let's get our vegetable oils in. About a tablespoon is what it said. We're just gonna try and soften up the onions, peppers, and celery just a little bit. It'll probably take 7 to 8 minutes. It'll probably make a little bit of fond, but nothing too crazy. And to keep it vegetable, we're gonna use vegetable broth instead of chicken or what do they use? It'll actually say. Well, they just cover it to about 2 inches. So we're just gonna use enough to cover it up about 2 inches above where the beans are. So that's what we're going with. Alright, let's get this chopped up into something a little more manageable. Hey. How goes it?
It goes.
A little more manageable pieces. Garlic is always tricky. And I forgot that you can't see anything because I switched it over to the other camera. This eye is smart. So smart. Okay, I can smell the oil heating up behind me. So let's finish this slice. Get these guys in there. So smart, right? And that's all on me. It's the way she goes, as they say. So these are going to take about 7-8 minutes to kind of soften up the vegetables. Don't want them to be undercooked. Sometimes that does happen. Got a few of those pieces in my pot pie the other night, unfortunately, but can be taken care of. I said we'll also get a little bit of fond from the vegetables being cooking in that oil there, which will help give it a little more flavor. Yeah, garlic is nice and sticky. Excuse me. What's going on? Alright, now we're just gonna have to give it the old chopperoo. Right? That's that holy trinity, which is onions, green pepper, and celery. It's the traditional staple of Cajun cooking, as what the internet says. Which I can see it.
I can see that, yeah.
Alright, so our aromatics are going to go in once it's softened up, because the garlic doesn't need a whole lot of time to do its thing. Different time. You were gonna laugh out loud, were you? Were you gonna LOL?
Indeed I was.
He was indeed gonna LOL. Just this yeah, I'm just gonna break them down into that. It doesn't say anything about what to do with them, so I'm gonna assume that it doesn't want the sprigs to stay whole, just because it becomes a gelatinous goo at some point. So I would imagine I wouldn't want to be digging out fresh thyme sprigs from this gelatinous goo when that happens. Not my thing. At all. Could you bring me my water? Need to get my water. Got a parched throat. It's warm in here.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay, those are going pretty good. Check on them in another like 3 or 4 minutes. We got basically everything else ready to go. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. High quality H2O. 3s. Or apple cider vinegars. That's our other thing we need. Okay, so what do we got going? At the moment, we got our Holy Trinity in the pot trying to soften up. We've got our aromatics down here ready to go once that's all said and done. Give those a couple minutes to kind of get through and get their thing done, and then we will get our red beans in. Unfortunately, we have to go with the canned red beans. I did not find the beans in time. I found them today, which was not enough time to soak. So we will not be using the dried bag beans, but these are traditional red beans themselves, which are slightly smaller than kidney beans. So it should come out pretty good. Pretty good. Also, can opener is crazy. You don't have a can opener that takes the top off and doesn't leave any sharp edges. So salty, yeah. And this brine, absolutely. We'll drain it off. Just get them all prepped and ready to go. And like I said, and once those get going, we'll get the rice on. I do not use a rice cooker. I don't have a rice cooker. Yet another kitchen gadget. See, it all comes back looped around to more kitchen gadgets. I think we've agreed that we could get one, but we want a good one, so we need to do the research. We want like a Tiger or something that's got some more multi-functions to be able to do like the congee, like the oatmeal style, the porridges and different things like that. So when that time comes, yes, but traditional white rice, I know how to do in a pot pretty easily, so I'll show you the 18-minute method that I use that usually has the rice coming out 9 times out of 10 perfect. Sometimes more than 9 times out of 10. This is over like a medium heat. Nothing crazy. Don't want the flame too high. We're not trying to burn them. We're not trying to do the thing. Full circle, right? It's always full circle. I wonder if I got another vegetable broth, because that might not be enough. Alright. Turkey. Don't have another vegetable. I'll have to use the waters, which is fine. Because they use water in this one as well, I think. Let's see. They cover with enough water. So we're going to use the vegetable stock to give it a little bit more flavor. They use just water when they cover the beans anyway, so shouldn't be too bad. Let's get our sieve out. So we got, just pops the top right off. This is gonna be more than enough. This is gonna be more than enough. I was kind of worried, but this is gonna be more than enough. Give them a moment to drain and do their thing. Okay, we're getting there. Some of the celery's starting to really soften up. The onions take no time, but I want them a little more than that. But yeah, let me come back to Sunday, because Sunday was awesome. We hit a goal on Sunday. We hit our first goal, which was our 100 followers, which, again, I can't say thank you enough to everybody out there that stops in, lurks, just comes in and hangs out just for a little while. It's really appreciated, liking my post and stuff. I can't say enough. Really love it, guys. Thank you so much. We're going to keep on moving, keep it trucking, keep this trainer rolling, as they say. So we actually jumped when we were offline. We jumped to 103. Can't beat that. So we set our next goal at 150, and we'll see when we get there. Next week I'll probably do a celebration stream on Wednesday. I think I'm going to alter the time. I'm going to push it back from 4:30 to 5. Just because it makes it a little tough transitioning from home and getting everything ready and get prepped and get myself in a mental state to do it. So I think I'm going to switch it for, instead of 4:30, it's going to be 5 to 7. Just those 2 hours, and if it runs late, then it runs late. But the 4:30, I think, is just a little much. But definitely come back Wednesday. I think we're gonna do like I said, a 100 follower celebration. Maybe we'll do some cursed casserole, or who knows. If you got ideas, send them my way. Celebrate the 100 followers. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. On those 2-3 minutes. Get our bean juice away. Get our one rinse through. excited for this. It's been so long since I've had red beans and rice. What's Chance feeling on red beans and rice? Have you guys had red beans and rice? Was it something served in your home? Have you been to New Orleans and been able to taste it in the city? Okay. We're good now. Okay. We're good now, so we're gonna make a well for our garlic. Get that in there, kind of get some aromas going. There you go. Get our thyme leaves picked up. Something very similar but not spicy. Okay. Is yours Wicked? Is it done with red beans as well, or is it a different kind of bean or a different kind of rice? So that's something I'm not strong in yet. Is my multicultural cooking skills are not there. I'm barely dabbling in basic culinarian skills here. We're trying to move forward with that. French are on the list, Italians, Spaniards, Puerto Rican, Japanese, Chinese, all the multiple variations inside of that one. They're all on the list. We just gotta get time to get there. Get them beans and we're nice and strong. Alright, let's get this. Alright, we're gonna need to add a little bit of water to this guy. So we'll bring some of that back out. There we go. Woo! Sometimes red, pink, or white. Oh, nice. Grandiose, which are my favorite. Ooh. Okay. Very cool. And we're trying to get better with expanding our taste and trying all different kinds. White beans have gone over pretty well in the house. The northern cannelli beans, those have done well. Haven't tried kidney beans in a while for them. I know I like them. I would hope that they're gonna like them because they're gonna eat this red beans, which is gonna be very, very similar. Gondolaise. I'm awful at pronunciations. Gondolaise. I'm hoping that's right. Alright, so cook stir until fragrant, add beans. Oh, I need to put in that little bit of apple cider vinegar too. Salt and pepper. Yep, okay, awesome. Black pepper. Pinch of salt. Apple cider vinegar was to taste. Okay. We're gonna go with a tablespoon since think a tablespoon's probably going to be our sweet spot for that. Where'd our lid go? There it is. We got it. We so smart. And a little bit of hot sauce. All right. We're gonna do it right. What does it say? Oh, they call for Crystal or Frank's. We're gonna make them mad real quick. We're gonna make them so mad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, all Crystal people. I'm really sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Because all I have is Chula and that. And that's how you get red beans and rice. You put in all the hot sauce. Alright, we need to bring it up to a boil. We need to bring it up to a boil and then reduce to a simmer, cover, and cook. Alright, so when it does its thing, once it comes up to a boil, we're going to get it covered. I'm going to move it off that burner, and I'll switch over here when we do some of the rice prep and get that going. I'm not using a rice cooker. I'm using the traditional method I've learned, which has been the 18-minute method, which I'll explain when we get there. It works out really, really well. During that time, once I get these things switched over, I'm probably going to do a restroom break as well. Did you need something, dude?
Yeah, can you give me a cup or...
Okay.
There you go.
I don't know where any clean cups are.
Alright.
Because you guys have put dirty cups into my counter now. There you go. Get a big cup. Rice is good that way. Agreed. I agree. Okay, so this is the vegetarian style, like I said, so there is no andouille, there is no ham hock in this one either. We are going sans meat for this week. So it is a full vegetarian lineup here with the red beans and rice. I think it's vegan. I didn't use any butter. I used vegetable oil. So it might actually be vegan. There you go. I made a vegan meal. Don't say I never did it. So with that, then Sunday we're actually going to do another meatless meal. We're doing 3 styles of tofu. We're going to do our traditionally baked. Going to fry it up as well in the wok. And I'm going to do mapo tofu. So going to have rice at that point again as well. I'm considering doing red beans. Maybe do some like red bean buns so I could carry over my red beans and rice theme for the week. Is it too much of a stretch? Am I fishing? Those hooks? I don't know. I'm still waiting to see if that one bites myself or not. We'll see. But these beans are going to take, gosh dang, at least like an hour. Yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on them. Alright. Obviously, the longer you can let them sit, the better. And then they'll have to get some mashed up as well, so we'll mash them up when they come out. Hopefully we get right around 7, they should be good to go though. That's what I'm thinking. So I'll do the rice. Rice only takes about 45 minutes in total. So yeah, we'll be close. I'm trying to get better at this whole timing issue. Trying to make sure that I line up with the time that I've got. Like I said, I think transitioning the Wednesdays to be 5 to 7 instead of 4:30 will be a little easier. Still making sure that we have a finished product at the end of Wednesdays to kind of show and sample and taste. here on our Wednesday night cooking school. Because we be learning. Yeah, alright. FAFO, exactly. FAFO is one of our creeds around here. Funk around and find out. And what better way to do stuff in the kitchen? You fuck around and you find stuff out and you understand things. And I think that's one of the better ways to learn, to be self-motivated if you're not able to. Like, I'm not able to give everything up and go to culinary school right now. Just can't happen. But I can get in here and continuously try to improve my skills, funk around, and see we found out. We've gotten some pretty good dishes out of these funk arounds. Ooh, it's definitely warmer in the kitchen though. It was a warm one today. It's still 80 degrees outside here in San Diego. So it was a lot of cilantro. Okay. I like cilantro. We were big on it in the house. I still haven't. I can't understand. Because cilantro comes from coriander. Cilantro and coriander are kind of the same, but then why can't I talk today? Coriander seeds are supposed to taste different, and then there's ground coriander. I still need to do some research into that. And that's more of a knowledge base that I need to have. I need to start learning what flavor profiles are starting to go with things and kind of start building my own flavor matrix, if you will. It's been very generic up until, I would say, the last couple years, and it's just been going with the flow, but now I'm trying to try new things, get new spices, but also make sure that if I'm doing something traditionally for dinner, it's still just as tasty, you know? This is really starting to smell good though. Got a little froth action. Don't quite got it boiled just yet, but we're getting close. Looking good, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Got a couple thing I'm gonna take tomorrow evening as well and sit down and do some behind the scenes work again. The leaves and the stems. Okay. So the coriander is just the seeds? Is that what it is? Did you need something? Okay. I didn't know that. So yeah, okay, and that would make sense. I just had the coriander. Maybe I lost it. Soup seasoning. No, we were looking for coriander. Correct answer was coriander. Alright, come on, boils. Double boils and trebles and all that. You came just in time to see me cover up all the good foods. She'll do some research. Exactly, it's on the list. Doors, put it on the list. We need some cilantro research. See, herbs will be another one of those good things that I would like to go through. Just like all the different varieties. Start learning what they're tasting like. We are doing red beans and rice tonight there, Sarahs. We're doing the vegetarian style. It's actually vegan. So, look at this. I've cooked a vegan meal. Our red beans are going now. So we brought them up to a full boil, which is good. So it's got our holy trinity. It's got our celery, green peppers, and onions. Those were nice and softened up. It's got thyme, bay leaves, and garlic. Some black pepper, some salts, a little bit of hot sauce. Now we say goodbye. Because now it's got to sit there for like an hour. Sir Mix-a-Pots. Well done. Well done. See, now this is the only bad part though, because now I got a covered pot that I can't show anything with. But I am going to get ready to do the rice here in just a moment. I need you to excuse me though while I use the restroom real quick. And once I get back from the restroom, we will get making to that rice and be good to go. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Oh, I should have done that. That would have been the smart thing to do, right? So smart. I'll do that one for now. That would have been a smart thing to do to play a commercial, but it's not that smart. Doors, you're a mod. You could have done that. But alright, yes. Alright, so unfortunately we got nothing to show in the pot there for the next... Oh, yep, that one. So this pot is going to be going for like an hour, hour and a half. We'll probably push it right up till 7 just to see what it is, see if we can get some taste test out of it. But then our rice is only going to take about 45 minutes. It's nothing too crazy to do. So we'll get that part going. And that'll put us pretty close. We'll get a taste test and see where we're at in like 45 minutes. But again, the rice is going to go too, so it's going to be a little slow with just the rice going. I need to do a little bit better planning. Only if they have special privileges? Ah, okay. Gotcha. I need to do a little research. I haven't been like an affiliate. I feel like I haven't been an affiliate that long to really dig in and do the things I should be doing with it. Lunelda, how you doing? How you doing this fine evening? Come on in. I'm probably not doing your dish justice, and I apologize, but we are doing a quick vegetarian red beans and rice for this Ash Wednesday here. I was able to celebrate Fat Tuesday with a friend last night, hanging out virtually. Had a couple of adult beverages, doing that kind of thing. It's not much, but it's honest works. And that's what I appreciate about it. No, I need to get better with that kind of stuff. It is one of those things I need to run. I know it comes in when you get in from the beginning. It has like a 30-second one, I think, at the very intro. I was talking with Tiki about this today. Like, it's tough when you have it on. When you come in, those first 30 seconds are usually an ad for somebody new that you're checking out streaming. You get that ad first thing from the get-go, and then it's like, all right, I hope in the first minute that they're here, they see something cool that's happening, that's going on, that's able to engage them and do the things. So I'd leave it. Okay. All right, then. I'm attempting my best and putting good faith effort, so I hope that is enough applause. And look, Sarah, can I ask, where is exactly the hospital getting those ashes? like how Oh, I was hoping that wasn't the answer, but it is. Okay. I was really hoping that wasn't the answer, but it is. Well, in the grand schemes, in the full circle of life, as it will. So be it. At least another purpose was served after it was all said and done. Yeah, I know. But even the poem's life has resurfaced. Like I said, today is actually the start of Lent with Ash Wednesday, so I am giving up adult beverages for the entire Lent. I will not be joining an adult beverage until Good Friday. Good Friday is the first work day that I have off as well from the new year. There's not one from Christmas time all the way till Good Friday, so I have that Friday off, and I will be taking off that Easter stream just to enjoy my 3-day weekend and take a moment to recoup. So I hope you still love me afterwards. I'll be here the Wednesday after, but I'm gonna enjoy a nice 3-day long weekend. Hopefully, spend some time with the fam and spend some downtime. Really? That's surprising. I figured they would have. I figured that would have been like the easier way to do it. Like the homes or stuff would have like come to the hospital rather than like shipping them out, if you will. I'm gonna take a sneak peek though at this red beans and rice. I'll switch over here real quick while we sneak a peek. Oh no, wrong one. I need to rename these. I forgot I switched cameras. If you look and it's not cooking, I know. I have to get it tattooed on me to freaking remember it at this point. I did not, Luna. This is, I had to use the canned beans at this point because I did not. I found them today. I could not find them today. So we are doing the canned ones, which are already the pre-soaked, kind of pre-done. So these shouldn't take as long to cook either. Like I said, they've basically been soaked in the water for so long that they should still be nice and soft at the end of like 45 minutes to an hour or so. I peek and pretend that it makes it better. I want to take a peek. I want to show you guys a peek. I know who doesn't want to sneak a peek. It's just one of those things. Everybody always wants to sneak a peek. Doesn't even matter what it is. Look at traffic. Traffic is a prime example of everybody ever wanted to take a sneak a peek. Because something happens, and everybody friggin' slows down. And it causes it just because everybody wanted to look at whatever was going on. And half the time it wasn't anything going on. And now we're all stuck in traffic. All because we wanted to sneak a peek. So, exactly. We're using ours basmatis. That's what we got. We got the 10-pounder there. Forget to soak them always. I know, and that's the thing is, I was hoping to have the beans, and I just forgot about it yesterday. And I went to the store today, and I was like, oh, these are going to need to set. This isn't going to work. But that's okay, because now I have good beans. I'm trying the recipe out, which means in the next 2 weeks, it'll make its rotation somewhere in the house so that we can reaffirm the recipe is good, make alterations in our final notes. Usually basmati or jasmine is the two that we like. I like the longer white grain rices. Half of the house usually likes the stickier short grain white rice. That's sushi style. They like that. I've come to compromise sometimes. I can kind of get it still a little mushy. But typically I like that dried out fluffiness of the rice. With the beans as well, it's going to be nice to kind of like soak up some of that mush and that kind of thing. So I think that's the plan on that one. Sticky, sticky, icky. Sticky, icky, icky. Ooh, ooh. had Luda on the brain lately. Alright, so this is not a resealable one. Nope, we have to put it in our basmati as well. Good. I'm not going to use my knife to open that. I'm going to get scissors. Like a real boy. I just like the taste, and I usually like the fluffiness of it, you know? Because whenever I'm eating rice, typically it's with something that's like got a liquid or a sauce, and I want it to like soak it up, and if it sticks, it doesn't usually grab the sauce as well. It kind of absorbs well if you got that nice fluffy rice to go with it. I'm pretty sure that this is not... Oh, there we go. Alright. I'm going to do about 3 cups. That'll usually feed us. 3 cups uncooked. Usually doubles in size. But again, a household of 5. Every person can easily eat a cup of cooked rice, if not more. It is one of the better grains in the house. Alright, and yes, we are going to wash our rice. That's what you do. Gonna rinse my strainer. We'll use our same bowl as well. Get this washed out. Saving on dishes. We're reusing bowls. Live on stream. Especially because there was no meat or anything in it tonight, so I'm not worried too much about any raw materials or bacteria in this tonight. That's why I'm using the same one. Had I done meat or something else in this, I wouldn't do this, just because I don't want the chance of the salmonellas or E. coli's or whatever it is that we could possibly get from the contaminations of all the meats and everything out there. Facts, that's right. Food safety is still part of the kitchen stuff. I don't know if you can see this. So I'm rinsing the rice, obviously. This is why we rinse the rice. All the starch and everything that's in here is coming off. This is what makes it sticky. So if you want sticky rice, you just wash it kind of less. That helps. I want it fluffy, so I'm going to wash it out till it's almost clear. Not all the way, but almost clear. And that usually has the best consistency for me. It's kind of like sand. You can kind of rinse it off. Agitating it. Using my claw grip to agitate. Make sure I'm getting all the rice grains. Get them covered with water. Get them washed. Do their things. They're spatchy spatch. Give it a minute to drain and do its thing. So is everybody out there, everybody had dinner yet? Are we hungry? What are we all having for dinner? We're obviously having red beans and rice. I want to sneak a peek again. I will not sneak a peek. I will not sneak a peek. I'm hungry. I'm right there with you, Doris. I'm right there with you. So right there with you. Clean knife. Come back up. Get our recycling out of here. And again, we use the vegetable broth, not the just water. This is a lower sodium one, so it's nothing crazy in there. It will have some of that earlier, but not too earlier. So what you're saying is it too early to get a fish sandwich? Of course it's not. Very nice. I do. I do. I do, I do, I do. I also love orange soda. Who doesn't love orange soda? I need to stop back in. It's been a while since I've seen some of the Johnson clan. Leftover Thai food. Interesting. I've been, one of my favorite streamers right now is doing Thai cooking as a culinary a school. So her Monday dishes have been all her Thai school cooking, and it's been phenomenal. And that's what I need. I just need to get my butt engaged and get out there and get learning some more. Yeah, the stuff that she does comes out really, really well. I mean, it looks amazing on screen. Discord is too. Yeah. Discord is a good. It's just finding the right servers. I feel like Discord is like a weird. It's like weird forums. I don't know. Because there's so many channels and some, like, you go to some Discords and there's like, okay, here's 10, 15 channels that kind of keep some stuff separated. Oh, yeah, I know. I need to get on there. But some Discords are like insane. They're like 100 channels long, and there's like 10 million things blinking at me when I come in, and you gotta like assign like 20 different roles. I'm just like, alright, I'm too old for this. I'm old. I'll get off your lawn. I'll get off the lawn of Discord and go back to the ones I know. Alright, so our rice is nice and drained. Let's get our pot out. Some organizational skills in this kitchen. Oh, I got a dirty lid too. Come on. Alright, we're gonna move our red beans and rice over so that we only have the one camera, so we can only show the one. Alright, so rice is going in. Rice has gone in. Rice has been rinsed nice and twice. Good to go. I did 3 cups of rice, so I'm going with just a little under 1.5 times that. So about 4 and a quarter probably. We're using our big Pyrex 4-cup guy. just a little under 4.5, so a little under 1.5 times. Like I said, if you evened it out, basically it does the one knuckle thing. So this is how it goes. It's basically the same thing. You put your finger down into the rice that's evenly spaced across the thing. So whatever point that goes up to should be the point of the water if I set it on top of the rice. Should be like that same point, which is pretty close on that. It's about 1.5 times, however you want to remember it. What did I do? I just got the lid. Man, I washed it. It's like I know I just had it. Where did it go? Where did you go?
Putting grilled eggs and box away.
Not evolution. Alright, let's get this guy on. Alright, now let me switch it over here because it's gonna be a minute. We got a little bit of downtime now to let's do a little research, if you will. According to my research. Bomb AF is correct. I will allow that statement. The defense rests its case. Alright, so our rice is going. We're waiting to bring it to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, I'm going to throw a pinch of salt into it. I'm going to turn it down, and then I'm going to set it for 18 minutes. It's going to simmer basically for 18 minutes. And by the end of that, it's going to look pretty dry. We're going to turn the heat off, we're going to pull it off, and then we'll let it sit for another 18 minutes covered without touching it. So 36 minutes total of the cook time, not including getting to the boil and the time to rinse. Bruh.
My glasses.
Glasses down.
F in the chat.
That is an F in the chat. Can we get F in the chat for Doors' glasses dropping? Because, you know, at least they're not broken. Is that the acceptable answer?
Yes.
I don't know about all that. You got claps from Sarah. I imagine they're sarcastically done.
Yeah.
Maybe possibly golf claps with 2 fingers.
These are like the cheapest glasses I've ever owned, and they held up the longest.
Those are the Zinnies. The Zinnies got it down. So our rice is gonna go, and like I said, it'll need those 18 minutes. We'll keep an eye on it from here. What did we want to? I wanted to look up that coriander. Hold on, let's do a little research. Can you hear me on my iPad? Oh, go get my iPad from T Gamer. I know he's got it. Ooh. Ready? Let's see if we can get. The Zennies are all for it. I need to order a set. I've been blind at night when I take my contacts out. So, I need to order a pair of bedside glasses because I'm old. The laugh wasn't appreciated, bruh. Guess who's not getting red beans and rice tonight? Our very own moderator's not getting red beans and rice tonight. Wah, wah, wah. What was it? Cilantro versus coriander. Like it's a battle. Both cilantro and coriander come from the Coriandrium sativum plant. In the US, cilantro is the name of the plant's leaves and stem, while coriander is the name of the dried seeds. You are absolutely correct, Wicked. Your culinary knowledge is far beyond mine. Tip of the imaginary hat. That's a real hat. It's a sweaty hat. It is hot in here. It was 80 plus today. You flooded your bathroom by being blind, like a true Mr. Magoo. It's tough. I can navigate and move and do things. Like I can fumble around enough in the mornings, but then there's been a couple mornings where I've been really tired and I've just fumbled through my routine, and I've gotten in the car and I get like down the end of the street and look up and I'm like, I can't read. Why can't I read the stop sign? I'm like, oh shit, I don't have contacts in. I have to turn around immediately and go home. You are smart. I never doubted you for a minute. You nailed it. Well, let's see if I remember this right. Red beans and rice. Now for one of the theories that I'd heard on. Yes, okay. So this is the laundry day is what it became from. Why it's big in New Orleans. So Sunday was traditionally the ham dinner for the family. So you had a bone-in ham, all them good ham slices, all of that wonderful goodness of a pig. Sunday, you're rocking that for a Sunday night family dinner. They're out at the SNF, doing their thing, cooking the ham bone. All right. So here comes Monday, coming in to wreck every shit like it does all the friggin' time. And now everybody's got to go to work. Laundry's got to get done. Things got to happen. So the concept was that they put these beans and everything together because it didn't take too long to throw it together and put it in the pots. But then throw that ham bone down in there with some of that meat and some of the good marrow and stuff in there and let it cook all friggin' day. So that's, again, the vegetarian style is going to do it some justice, but a true to try. I think this next time we do it will be with a ham bone because I got a ham bone in there. So we'll probably do it the traditional style for off screen, and maybe we'll shoot something for that, Doris. Maybe we can shoot like a small video, like an Insta clip or something. Yeah, we need to expand our medias.
TikTok.
Do you want to run TikTok? I'm too old to run TikTok.
I'll do TikTok.
You'll run my TikTok then?
Run your TikTok.
Okay, we'll sit down and talk about it.
Love TikTok.
I'm not dancing. I'm I'm putting it out there now.
Macarena. Channel points. 150 TikTok dance.
This is what I knew was gonna come here. Do you love TikTok? I see, like, I'm always stuck on Insta. Insta is my one that I get stuck in the loop just because it keeps feeding me. The algorithm's just feeding me, and I'm just getting gorged on all of the basic content that I like. And I'm stuck in this kind of like, there's no new media coming in, you know what I mean? Though the only new media that did come in is that mochi donut place, and I can't wait for that.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Going there straight after school.
Oh, so our rice is just about there. We're almost boiling. We're just waiting for it to boil. Once it starts to boil, then we'll add the salt and set our timer. That's what we was waiting on. Yeah, we're pretty close. Let's go ahead and add our salt. Add a pinch of salt to your liking. Hey Google, set a timer for 18 minutes. I apologize if I just did that to anybody else.
18 minutes. Not starting now.
My bad, I wasn't thinking. But yeah, the Insta is the one that I get stuck in. I'm trying to get better at Twitter. But TikTok is on there. I've seen some of them. I just get, like, it's just such randomness, it seems. Like, it's just constantly going. There's no break. There's no anything. It's just constantly like, here's a video. Here's a video. Here's a video. Here's a video.
Yeah. It's a happy hour, like a 5-second attention span.
Oh, we could post a TikTok clip. Here's a video. Oh, it comes from yours. Okay, hold on. You want me to play it? So I could probably play it on air while we wait for this. I just gotta figure out how to show my desktop. Oh, it's your video. Oh. Okay. Okay. So you mind if I play it real quick? Let me turn on the food ASMR. Alright, let's switch over here real quick. I need to put it... Why is it not? Okay. Cool, okay. For some reason it doesn't want to show my chromes. I gotta add it again. Browsers. 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 No, I just want to add that browser. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, let's delete. We're doing it live, people. We're doing it live. Display capture. Yes. Oh, Inception. There it is. Are you ready? There's the Inception. Let me pause the musics. You got her up. Ooh. Listen to that sizzle. Sizzle, sizzle. Oh, it's gonna make me sign in. Okay, I'll come back later and like it. Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. Hold on, Inception. I'm sorry, Inception. That's awesome. That's some good ASMR right there. You got the sizzle down. That's gonna be one of our next emotes. We need a sizzle emote. We need to get a mic up in there. There's nothing better than a sizzle. A sizzle is like that good reminder that things are going well with your cooking. You got the right amount. It's not the burning sound, because the burning sound's like just like shit's going crazy, and you're like, what is going on? Shit's burning. That's not a sizzle sound. Sizzle sound is that smooth, sexy pop. You know what I mean? I hope that helped explain it. All right. Our rice is looking good. Looking real good. And I want to take a peek. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take a peek. I know I'm looking, so I'm not cooking, and that's fine. I have a feeling it wasn't enough beans, but we'll see. We will see. Oh, forgot to turn the music back on. Turn the music back on. There you go. So yeah, at the moment we're just waiting. We got about quite a bit of ways to go, unfortunately. We got about 30 minutes before we have anything food here prepped and to go. So, what do we want to do? We want to make... This is my other option. I had considered this and I have the stuff to do it. I need to... Let's see. Do I really want to do it? I'd considered making beignets. I wasn't sure, because it'll be about an hour, and that would really give those beans enough time to go. As I let the yeast do its thing, and then I gotta start frying them up, and doing that kind of thing, right? But it is a lot. I mean, it's 7 cups of flour and a whole thing of yeast. It is a FAFO. This is what I was concerned about, though. Because if I get into that now, that's gonna be what is that? Oh. No, our lid wasn't on. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't affect anything too much. Alright, let's see. Let's make sure we got everything. We got our milks. We got our dry yeast. So we need to bloom our yeast basically for 10 minutes. Add the rest. 4 cups of flour, the beaten spoon. Dun, dun, dun. Beat in the shortening? I didn't even see. Oh, it is shortening. I don't have any shortening. Usually we eat about 7 for us on Wednesdays, just because it is stream. The 2 boys have karate as well. They'll be out at karate from 6:30 to 7:30, so they're out of the house. Wednesdays used to be a free-for-all or like an early dinner for us, but with Wednesday streams coming in, it just kind of like everybody kind of ate after stream if there's something to eat, or they just kind of eat leftovers or free-for-alls at this point. But yeah, it's just now it's just past 6 here, so it's not too late. Alright. No, I don't think I'm going to do beignets tonight. I'm sorry. I'd considered, but I think it's too much for me to take on right now. I think beignets need to be on the list though, because that would be a fun Doug to mess around with as well, because that's an easy one. You'll have to do it up and then fry them up pretty quickly. Powder the crap out of them with powdered sugar. I was explaining earlier, if for anybody new and joining in, was if you've ever been to New Orleans, and you've probably been to Café du Monde, which is down in like the French markets near Jackson Square, and leading up to Café du Monde is you can just start to see like white powder on the ground. You're like, what is going on? Somebody dropped like a bag of flour, and there's just more and more, and it's just powdered sugar. Because they serve so many beignets there, and like people get them to go now. They're able to get it to go and like go move quickly, or like go sit somewhere down, so they're not sitting down at the cafe necessarily, which is a cool part. If you ever go to New Orleans, I highly recommend sitting down in the cafe, having a cafe au lait, eat your beignets, people watch, do your thing. It's just part of the experience. But you can see all this white powder and stuff everywhere, and just the squirrels and the birds know that it's there now, so they've learned to feed on it. And I swear that the squirrels are diabetic there. They're just like big, pot-bellied squirrels that just super hyperactive because they're eating beignets all day, basically. So it's kind of strange. Alright. So let's see what this says. Really focus on editing. You got new gore coming up, right? Understood. Appreciate your lurks. Look forward to your gore. Enjoy your editings. We'll try and provide you with some smooth background noise here. Did you say speed run? Did I see speed run? I don't know. I don't think I could do a speed run. Alright, so our rice is good. We're pretty puffed up. Pretty happy with that. It's got about 8 more minutes though of cooking off all that last stuff. And then it'll sit for another 18 minutes, just so that it gets all of it cooked through. So it should really put us, like I said, right about 7 o'clock for all this stuff to come up. For the last 20 minutes or so, I will probably swap around the... You know, I should just swap it around now so I can show it. So I can show... I'll shop it in 20 minutes. I'll swap it around so you can see the red beans and rice cooking down, because we take the lid off at that point. It kind of helps some of the water and stuff get cooked out, basically. Hopefully the beans are soft. Everything is good. We really do need to get a taste test of it at some point. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday out there. For me, well, like I said, it was had slight anxiety right before coming on tonight, so it's a little, still getting a little loose, getting a little limber still, working on it. But this has been helping, honestly. It gives peace to the anxiety, but when I get on the stream, I usually feel better. I get my creative flow going and get that kind of thing out, so it's been helpful. So thanks for stopping in here on Wednesdays. I appreciate it. Whether it's the lurk, whether it's just to say hi and keep on going, it's all appreciated. We're going to taste test this red beans and rice a little though. We're going to see what these beans are like. Okay, so our beans are soft. They were plenty soaked in the canned ones, so I think we're good there. I'm not too worried about them being hard beans, which is good. Getting your groove, lighting really... Right? And this is... Okay. The lighting fiasco took forever. But the camera upgrade was the face cam, the Elgato face cam. That's a huge upgrade. It's just a great quality for a $200 camera. It's top notch. It really does a good job of balancing me, so I actually have skin tone compared to like the background here, unless I turn over to my underside and then I'm blinding. But right now I'm running, literally I have no lights on in the kitchen. We got our nice little... Where's our camera? Oh, there it is. Let's go on our fades. Nice little color changing light just to kind of add a little ambiance. But then we're running an umbrella and a focus light. Like, Tooth sent me a video which really helped out a lot, which was talked about key lighting and the second, like, focus lighting, and really trying to get something, the third one, over. So it's still not bad, just because the whiteness of all the cabinets and everything adds to that, so I don't need the third light. And I still have definition, like, for my body against what's going on in the back. You don't look like a pasty New Yorker anymore. Very, very true. We're working on that here in the SoCal. We worked on it in Florida a little bit, and now we're working on it here in SoCal. But no, that's encouraging that the beans are almost like that, which means as soon as we pull the lid off or pull the rice off that timer, we're gonna move the red beans and rice from here to here. And then we'll open up the lid so you can kind of really see what's going on and give it a little bit higher temperature to kind of like cook down and get some of that water and stuff off, so it's going to be a little more solid. You want it kind of like gel-like. You want it kind of mush, little runny, but you don't want it to be like a soup. We're not looking for minestrone here. We're looking for red beans and rice. That's the way I look at it anyway. Till that goes, because I don't want to move the rice while it's cooking. That would be just my luck. I would screw it up somehow, and here's my 18-minute rice, and then it would be all bad when it's all said and done. So what I've done, though, for anybody new or joining, exclamation point menu is the recipe for tonight's red beans and rice. The only thing that I've done is gone the vegetarian route, so there's no andouille sausage in this one, and there's no ham hock. Everything else is it's actually vegan. We've made a vegan meal this evening, which is, we'll check that box off, keep on going. And then Sunday is gonna, like I said, be another meatless one. We're going with the tofus, 3 different styles: mapu, fried, and baked. I'm gonna do obviously some sides of white rice to go with it. Thinking maybe some bok choy. I'm gonna go down, probably check Zion and 99 Ranch to kind of get some good fresh veggies, get some steam up to go with that tofu. Maybe a couple to stir fry as well. See what we got going. I want to get some rice noodles as well. I want to make some, not quite pad thai. I want more of like a drunken noodle, I think. I want to go with like a crisp chili oil. Get it a little spicy. So I might have to make the trip down this weekend. But Saturday is Doors' birthday. Gotta remember that. I know he's not watching now because he's on his way to karate. Alright, it's got like 2 minutes, so I'm gonna shift him over. Faffle whack. Oh, there we go. See if I can turn it down just a little. That's not bad. Doesn't drown it out completely. That's a problem. What's going on with that guy? Is it the light? it go. Let's see where we end up. I'm thinking there's not enough beans. I put like 3 cans of beans in there, which should have been more than a pound of beans. They were supposed to be 15 ounces each. Three cans should have been enough, but we'll find out. Find out next time on Dragon Ball. But our rice is basically off now. We'll set a timer for 18 minutes. Yeah. Hey Google, set a timer for 18 minutes.
Alright, 18 minutes. Starting now.
Get this guy up and going. Hopefully get these beans broken down. Yeah, that's why I went with the 3. I figured about half of that was lost to it, so I figured about probably half of the weight should have been the beans themselves in that can. Maybe I didn't do my math right. Let's do a quick calc. One to 2/3 cup. 1 to 2 cups of cooked beans is equal to 1 can. It's supposed to be 1 can is 1 to 2 cups. So it should have been 3 cups of beans in that piece, which should have been more than enough. But it's alright, because as I said, like next time, we're doing it the right ways. This is why we're fa-foing around, we're learning and doing the things. We had to make substitutions on the fly, and that's okay. It's still mighty tasty. Some of that water and stuff now cooked off. Right, that's what I say. But the only way we're gonna learn is by trying it. Just like our knife skills, our only way our knife skills are gonna get better is just by doing the things. So, publicly learning. It's tough. It is tough. I feel, and that's what kind of gives me some of the anxiety sometimes. Is like, I'm trying something. I haven't done this before, and I want to make sure that it's known that I am not an expert. I am a home cook. And that's why we're all trying these things out. Mine are not that great either. They're getting there. My dices are getting better. My mince can be there, but I really honestly would just rather use the grater or garlic press just to be done with it and just move on. But as far as like veggies go, like our green peppers were pretty good. Last week our carrots and celery were on point for our tiny dices. They were just the nice little cubes, which was perfect, and I really couldn't complain with that. And every week we keep coming back and trying and getting better, so. Exactly, you just can't be. There's no way anybody can be so good at something all of the time. There's going to be times where things go awry, and it's just how you deal and balance with it. And we're not having another ravioli fiasco this evening. Right? Exactly. The only way that's why we have the FAFO emotes. We FAFO around and then we learn things. Oh yeah, so this is starting to come together though. FAFO. Need to get that into like a Jack and the Beanstalk or something. So the other thing I've thought about is I've got I can't share it yet. I'm gonna be working on it tomorrow. Tomorrow's my downtime. I'll be lurking in streams, and I'm trying to get some things done for this stream as well. I got some new point redeems that I got lined up. Got a couple ideas ticking around in here. I just need to get them done. They're nothing too difficult, but I think they would be fun and add something cool to the stream as well. So, layout wise, I'm really happy though. Like I said, with that lighting, we've got it down now. We're not going anywhere without our lighting now. Our beans and rice, our beans are definitely going at this point. They smell delicious. It definitely thickened up a little bit. Some of that bean starch is really starting to wear down into that liquid that is there, which is good for helping it break down. All the upgrades, yeah, the pots too. Alright, I know it wasn't redeemed, but I need to do a stretch because my back is an old person back. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. It is, with today being the start of Lent as well, like I said, the adult beverages are gone for me. We're going to try and work out. So I'm going to try and come home tomorrow and do at least a 30-minute workout in the garage. We got all the stuff out there. I just need to get my butt out there, make a game plan, and get it done. So I'm going to try and get a 30-minute workout tomorrow, figure out an easy dinner, and get some stuff done for the stream. That's the plan. What do you guys got planned for the rest of the week? Since we're past the halfway point, what do you got planned for the rest of the week? Oh, yeah, there it is. Hey. Hopefully like another 10-15 minutes on this red beans and rice. Weightlifting and yoga tomorrow, dang. The ropes course in Destiny. Oh, snap. Is that the one? That's the one that like hangs out over like the middle of the mall concourse, right? At Destiny USA? That thing's crazy. What? Really? I figured it would have been more. Such a weird mall. Carousel to Destiny. I liked it better as Carousel. $15 is crazy cheap for that. I would have never have guessed $15. I would imagine at least would have been 25 to 30 bucks to get them up there, get in the harness and all the safety measures and all that kind of stuff. Alright, is there anything that they want to do at the end of this? Let's see. Stirring occasionally until liquid and turn creamy. The pot starts to look dry before trying to add some water. Nope, we're good there. Discard the bay leaves. Season to taste with hot sauce. For best texture, let cool and refrigerate overnight. All the good stuff has to be cooled and done. Lasagna, red beans and rice, like the good stuff is gotta be cooked in the refrigerator, out of the refrigerator. Don't want to die. What? You'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. Yeah, cheesecake, exactly. Like it's another cake that you can't serve, or cake in general. Cakey cannot be served hot, which sucks. Brownies, on the other hand, can be served hot. Chocolate chip cookies, served hot. It's just the cakey that is not on board on this one. Molten cake? I guess, but don't you still have to cool that cake to make that cake, correct? Like it just doesn't come out, it's just reheated. So it still does the same thing. We're starting to thicken up, which is nice. A little thick. Thick little spin on it, smelling really good. Getting that holy trinity of smells. Those are green peppers, onions, and celery. Red beans are kind of taking it over, giving it a little bit of its colors now. I say I'll probably add more hot sauce to mine. I like them a little hotter. I put in just a little bit to give it some flavor for everybody else, and then they can taste the suit as they go. Yeah, they typically do. I'm just impatient. I want to eat food now. Like Veruca Salt, I want everything now. Right, I know. It's the smart thing. It's the smart thing. It is, it's just so annoying. Give it another taste test while we're waiting on the rice. Golden gooses and geeses. Fruitcake with no nuts, which is just nuts. She asked for fruitcake with no nuts. Why would she even do that? Why would you bother? Celery's nice and cooked. It was not squishy, but it had a good consistency. Beans, for a canned bean, it's perfect. It was soaked. It's basically pre-cooked. Crunchy. Thank you. This is I'm gonna be sad when the shirt is finally gone because it's been one of my favorites. And for those that don't know, I'll give you. We're definitely One Piece fans here. All the way. But no, that's got a good flavor. It needs probably a little more salt, I think. Just a smidge. Commitment level 5,000. Oh, you wait till the latest one. I may have talked Mike into a new one. It's been an ongoing. One of my best friends since high school. He was the one I was hanging out with last night, and we had the conversation of tattoos and like crazy ideas. And I had the gauntlet idea to pick up and say, we for the longest time have written whatever. My name is Andy, like he says, so he writes everywhere that he can like find a hiding spot. Andy sucks. It's just been an ongoing joke for the last 25 plus years, if not more. I think it's 26 years at this point, maybe 27. So any place that he could do is just that Mike sucks, Andy sucks, and that's what we got. So yeah, so I was like, then we should get the little ankle tattoos like everybody gets, and have it in all cursive and look all cute, and it'll just say Mike sucks or Andy sucks on the other one. It would be the ultimate like one step for this joke to continue. And then I imagine like when I'm 80 and like in the nursing home and they're like, what does that say on your wrinkly ankle? And I says, Mike sucks. But then I don't want any other Mike to get confused, you know, or him to get another Andy confused. This is really starting to thicken up, which is good. Right, that's what I said. I was like, and it wouldn't be an expensive tattoo either. It would be an easy enough. You could probably get somebody to do it for like 50, 75 bucks. It's just a basic little cursive one-line writer. You just gotta go. It's not going to be a top-notch, probably tattoo artist that does it. It's probably going to be your knock of the run-mill shop that hopefully at least checks out health-wise and whatever else. We'll have time to do a walk-in on a small scale as such. Put it on the bottom of his foot. You know, maybe I should. So, H. Bolser, would you ever get the Andy tattoo and get it on the bottom of your foot? Right? Did you see that? We hit our hundreds. We got 103s. We're We're so there. We're so there. We're on our ways. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. I just need to come up with a celebration stream next time. Right? And surpassed offline. I was so happy with that. There's a ton of beans in there. They're just not, they're sinking to the bottom. So all the celery and stuff is floating up and the beans are on the bottom. So I guess I gotta make sure that it's scooped out and right and done all good. But yeah, I'm super happy with that. So we've set it now to 150. That's our next goal. Next Wednesday, we're probably going to do a celebration stream. Maybe some cursed food. Maybe some beignets. Maybe that'll be our celebration beignet party. We'll see. We'll see. We got till Sunday to decide when I do schedule on Monday. I've been trying to be pretty consistent with Monday, setting it out, having my game plan so I know what's going to happen Wednesday and Sunday. That's what I'm saying. That's what I think I'll do. We'll do something celebratory, cake, beignet, cookie, something we can do and have it ready to go. See, I'm really considering though. I like red beans. I love red beans in like buns. Like the steamed buns with a red bean in it, or like the mochi ice creams, like with the takioris almost, where it's like the fish waffle. They put a fish waffle on the outside, and then they put mochi ice cream and then red bean paste on the inside. Oh god, it's so good. Cinnamon rolls. Ooh, that could be a winner. Cinnamon rolls could be a winner. I got a big old jar of Saigon cinnamon. Cinnamon rolls could be, yeah. Because it'll be a little bit of time because we gotta let them rise and do their things, and they'll take it. We'll have to do them in shifts. Hit me, Sarah. I know you got a recipe. Hit me up with your Cinnabon recipe. Do you frost? Of course. Of course. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost there. I think the rice timer is almost up. It is. So, let's get this spot cleared off. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. You the best. That guy. Get it, there we go. Alright. Yep. Boiling away. Can I do... Ha! I can do that. Okay, Google, stop timer. Actually, I should probably do it the other way, right? It'll make more sense to see this. Here is our rice. Fingers crossed that we're good. Let's get a fluffer. Not that kind. It's broken up, fluffed up. Not trying to smush it. They got those nice individual grains though. Oh yeah, we're good. Right texture, right taste, fluffy. This is tasty. Let's get our little bit much rice. Well, there's never enough rice, but. Alright. See if we can get these a little squished. Let's take out. Need to take out these bay leaves. Bay leaf out. There's our stir. And those are the bay leaves. There's one. There's the other one. The 3 bay leaves. Alright. As Doug Judy would say, let's get some songs to smoosh to. We're gonna smoosh these up. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna switch over for this one. Our daddy used to tell us whenever we found a bay leaf was looking at us, not to choke. I was told the same thing, and that's hilarious that that's the reason. There we goes. Ooh, yeah, not as many beans as I would like, but right, kind of is. And they could stand to be a little thicker than what they are now. So I'm gonna just even let them sit. Let me switch over. Yeah, I'll go to this one. Alright, so let's throw some cracked pepper on there. I'll throw a little bit of hot sauce. Oh, no, first. Taste test as is. Not a whole lot. Smidge. And everybody's favorite, everybody's gonna hate me on it, the Texas Pete. It's like, I can't even, it's just so good. The beans are just melty. The carrots and the celery and the onion are just dwindled down to nothing. They just melt in your mouth. That vegetable stock adds a lot of flavor to it. Freaking quotable. Clip it. We're building our clip library. We'll clip it. Man, that is fucking good. Rice is on point. It's nice and fluffy, so it doesn't kind of get all the way absorbed. I'll switch over here. So it's still got some liquid and some other good stuff. Which kind of goes along with it. Oh. I can't even, yeah. I wish that I could explain to you smell-o-vision, taste testing all the way across. It is It absolutely is. I know it's not hot. I just like the taste of Texas Pete. I'll take Texas Pete over Frank's. I said it. I said it. Of course, I put it. And much like Frank's, I put that shit on everything. Wings as well, absolutely. It works well for wings. You just put it in a butter sauce. No different. Because they're both. Texas Pete and Frank's are similar. They're both butter driven. So they have a very similar taste and whatever. Why do you hate on Texas Pete's? That was already disowned a long time ago. You gotta scare me with a little more than that. His pants are stupid. If you're hating on Texas Pete for his pants, come on now. That's just sad. That's alright, you know why? Because I'm gonna sit down and enjoy a little bit more of these. It hits the spot. It's that trinity. It's that onion, green pepper, and celery that really makes it. The bean adds like that protein. It adds that kind of starch to help kind of like thicken it up. Because it's almost like a stew-like. Almost like a curry. It's pretty similar to that. And these are just going to get better the longer they sit. Like they'll sit probably at least for another hour or so till everybody else gets home. And it'll have time to break down even more. But again, I think this will be, in another 2 weeks or so, I'll probably do this in the house. But I'll do it, like I said, I got a ham bone in there. Maybe I'll throw it in on a Saturday and just kind of let it go all day. And make my Saturday night a little bit easier for cooking. Lunch tomorrow, I still look forward to lunch tomorrow with this. Because I have a feeling there's definitely going to be some leftovers with that giant pot. And that rice is more than enough for those 3 cups cooked. Oof. I have slow cookered, yes. Depending on what it is, or I Instapot. It's another one of the kitchen gadgets that we have out there. So, among the many different ones that we have going on. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. We have reached the end of our red beans and rice for the evening. It has been amazing. The food is awesome. So when I get off here, I'm going to go and eat some more of it. But before I do that, we just reached the end of the music, so that was a good timing. Let's go see who is rateable. Who is on right now that we could go see? Well, don't really see anybody's on, so that's alright. Not every stream will end with a raid, and that's okay. So, for that, then I'll just say this from me. Thank you again for joining me on Wednesdays. I really appreciate it. I like hanging out. I like shooting the shit. I like learning and cooking and something new and new. It's an awesome time for me. Even with the anxiety, it helps me move forward, process it, and put my creative piece back in check and keep going forward. So I'm going to be doing this for as long as I humanly can do this. My only next day off, like I said, is going to be Easter. And that's still like a month and a half away. So, on that note, I bid you farewell. Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. All the other things. Thank you so much. Come back and check us out Sunday. Sunday we go live at 3 PST. We're going to be cooking some tofu, and it's going to be a good one. So please come back, check us out, and have a great night, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Latest.